please.
Level 2, mate.
Okay.
Tony, got an ambulance here yet?
Sorry, it's white.
Ready? Charge.
What's going on?
Oh, you've heard of road rage? Well, I've got a new one for you. Parking rage.
Parking rage.
Place is half empty.
What, and the cars came together?
Yeah, maybe. There's damage to the rear brake light on the Volvo.
And that's it?
Hardly an excuse to bash someone's brains out.
Not saying it makes sense, but if you take a butcher's under there, that's what he was whacked with. I thought the DSC might want to see it in situ.
Right. Who's the victim?
Mr. Roy Pollock. I haven't got much sense out of him yet, and his old dear's been climbing the walls.
You spoke to the informant?
Yeah. Miss Hart. She's over there.
Right. Have a word in a minute. Tony, George, check security, see if there's any video evidence.
Sergeant.
He's not seriously hurt, is he? I mean, there was nothing I could do. I mean, my Roy wouldn't hurt anyone. Who was it who attacked him? It all happened so quickly, I can't. It was awful. So much blood.
Look at that. More like a milkshake now than ice cream.
It was good of you to stop.
Not good for my shopping.
Miss Hart, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You gave us a call.
I knew the mobile would come in useful one day.
May I?
Thanks.
What exactly did you see?
The first thing I saw, or rather heard, was the lady. She was hysterical, screaming and shouting. And then the old boy was leaning against the pillar there. Blood everywhere.
So you didn't actually see the attack?
No.
Was there anyone else around?
Not that I saw.
Apparently there was another car involved.
I didn't see. Then again, my priority was to try and staunch the blood. I had a first aid kit in the car. I screamed for help, but nobody came. Not much else I can tell you.
Biscuit?
No, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
So you didn't see anything on the monitors?
Have you seen the equipment I've got to play with? It was second-hand when it came out of the ark.
Yeah, the cameras must have picked up something.
Not on the second floor, it didn't. Level 2 cameras are out of commission.
What? And this camera's out here, is it?
Yeah, that is the barrier.
Yeah. And that's the only way in and out?
Yeah. Top right is the pay machine where the punters hand over their hard-earned.
You can see where their priorities lie.
Level 2 camera's been offline for months now. But if that camera goes down, the techies are over the next day.
Where's the tape for this camera?
Still running. Pays derisory and all.
It might be worth trawling through it. We'll know the approximate time of the assault. Mind you, it's probably long gone by now.
We might need you to cone off an area and also redirect some of the cars.
In the meantime, can I have the tape, please?
Can you tell us who did this to you, Mr. Pollock? Don't shake your hand, please.
A man. I was a man.
Can you give us a description?
It was a black man.
A black man?
I was trying to park. He came out of nowhere. He wanted the same space.
Well, there's plenty of spaces.
He was an animal.
Well, short, tall, fat, thin.
Oh, it's no use asking, Hilda. He was average, just average.
Age?
Was, I don't know, he's younger than me, 35.
Can you tell us about the other car?
Well, it was white.
Yeah, well, was it a saloon, coupe, hatchback?
It was foreign, German, I think. BMW.
Where did the attack take place, Mr. Pollock? 4 units.
Yeah.
Well, here, where? Were you in the car?
That's weird.
Can I answer the questions, Mr. Pollock? That's fine. We understand. But it is important we establish what happened. The sooner we do that, the sooner we can act.
Were you in or out of the car?
In.
Were you attacked with anything?
No.
He was. We found a steering lock with bloodstains on it. Were you hit with that?
I don't know.
I don't think you're going to get much sense out of him.
He will be all right, though, won't he? What hospital are you taking him to?
St. Hughes.
Right, get down there. I'll wait for the DSC and secure their vehicle. If Mr. and Mrs. Pollock come up with anything else, let me know.
Sarge.
595 from 79 receiving.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Any luck with the CCTV?
Negative on the attack. We're just looking at tapes of the barrier. Hello, Joy.
What you got for me? No sex and violence?
Well, 1 out of 2's not bad. On the next level.
All right.
Tony? I've got the old couple.
Well, that's definitely the Volvo. So where's Chummy?
Okay. I think we got him.
Sierra Oscar 595 receiving.
Go ahead, Tony.
Can we have a car check, please, Jamila?
That's definitely your weapon. They're blood and hair samples, but no bone fragments.
Should there be?
I suppose the blows could have been deflected. The victim had raised his arm to protect himself. Or maybe the attack was half-hearted.
Didn't look half-hearted.
This is where the action was.
Outside the car?
Definitely.
But the victim said it was inside.
Well, the victim's mistaken. There are blood spatters towards the front of the bonnet, nothing on the inside. Now, this is where he was standing when he was attacked.
595, re your car check. A white BMW, no trace lost or stolen. Last owner shown as a Mr. Chris Sutton.
Currently disqual. He is known to us, an IC3 male, wanted on warrant at Barton Street.
ABH.
Cheers, Jamila.
That's got to be our man.
Well, if it is, he's still here.
You sure?
Well, it's the last of the tapes. There's no sign of the car leaving. He's still in the car park.
Have you been seen yet, Mr. Pollock?
Not yet, not really, no.
They've given him the once-over and some painkillers.
Yes, they've done all that, but I'm still waiting to go down to X-ray.
The thing is, how are we going to get the car back?
Oh, don't worry about that, Hilda.
We'll take care of all that.
Would you?
Debbie, why don't you take Mrs. Pollock to the coffee machine? See if she's like a cup of tea or something.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Mr. Pollock, what would you like?
Debbie's off the menu.
He's a one, isn't he? Roy'll have tea. Tea, dear?
Yes.
Coffee for me, Debs.
They say you know you're getting old when the policemen are getting younger.
Oh, he's no kid, Mrs. Pollock.
Oh, he's still young to me, dear. You can call me Hilda. Are you married?
No.
Courting?
No one special.
He's a nice boy.
Eddie.
Could do worse. My Roy wasn't exactly Clark Gable, you know. It's what's in here that counts. I still don't like the idea of our car just sitting there. They break your windows for a tin of boiled sweets these days.
Well, couldn't your son or daughter collect it?
34 years we've been married, dear. Never been blessed.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
You said you were attacked while sitting in the car, Roy.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Thing is, we know you were attacked with a steering lock. But there wasn't any damage to the outside of your vehicle, apart from the brake light. And I don't quite understand that.
Don't you?
Well, when Miss Hart discovered you, she said you were propped up against the wall. Well, why didn't you stay in the car?
I might have been half in, half out.
So you weren't in the car when the attack took place?
As I got out, I felt this pressure on the back of my head. He was on top of me so quick. I put my arm up, and then I...
Take your time, Roy.
I went to the wall to sit down, get some air. That's as much sense as I can make of it.
So you're in the car still here?
There's only one way in, one way out. Must be.
Sergeant, found it.
Well, it must be dumped. What kind of an idiot would do an attack like that and then go and get his shopping?
Well, there's no damage to it, Sarge.
Doesn't look dumped. It's coat in the back. Radio's still intact.
And this is definitely the car?
Yeah, same index.
Could be worth sitting up, Tosh.
He's a disqual. He's wanted on warrant for assault at Barton Street.
OK, you're on.
Any sign, George?
Nothing.
Doesn't add up.
What doesn't?
An old boy like that arguing over a parking space in the middle of a deserted car park.
Eddie, the proof's in his face. What do you think he did? Headbutt the wall for fun?
No, but if he got out of the car, it's because he felt safe to do so. If you're having an argument with another motorist, the last thing you're going to do is make yourself vulnerable, especially if you're a wrinkly.
Maybe the attacker will lay in wait for him.
What, in broad daylight? In such a public place and with cameras around?
Well, the cameras weren't working on that level.
Well, Chummy didn't know that. Nah. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
So what you're saying?
Maybe Mr. Pollock knew his attacker.
"595 from 218, receiving." Yeah, suspect has returned to his vehicle. He's getting in. And he's moving off. Repeat, moving off.
Received. Sensible. Gotcha. Gotcha. What?
You're nicked.
The arm is fractured in 2 places, here and here.
And that's consistent with bludgeoning?
I'd say so. But what puzzles me is this injury to the wrist here.
Why?
The healing process has already started. The bones are beginning to knit.
Meaning?
Meaning that is an old injury. Looking at it, about 4 to 6 weeks old. And on top of that, it hasn't been treated.
So our Mr. Pollock's been walking around with a fractured wrist for a month or more and he doesn't know it?
Well, he'd know about it, all right. It'd hurt like hell.
Could he drive with an injury like that?
Not without some considerable pain.
Well, maybe he's used to it.
Come on, Chris. You were caught driving while disqualified. You were not only seen by the 2 arresting officers, you were caught on the tape as well.
Yeah, maybe so, but...
And we know you were in the right area at the right time.
I don't know anything about any assault.
OK. Well, for the benefit of the tape, I'm now showing the suspect a steering lock, Exhibit ES1, found at the scene of the assault. You recognise this, Mr. Sutton?
You mean, is it mine?
Is it?
No.
Chris, he was an old man.
I don't know anything about anything. I want a solicitor.
You were offered a solicitor at the start of this interview. You didn't want one then. So why now?
Because I didn't know you were trying to fit me up with something else.
You know, you really should have stayed in the hospital for observation, Roy. You can never be too careful with head injuries.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, you know, I'm beginning to think you've got a phobia about doctors.
Oh, thank you, dear.
How'd you get the wrist injury?
What wrist injury?
Doctor said it was 4 to 6 weeks old.
Oh, that must have been when you were doing the garden, Roy. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
We got one of those big old petrol lawn mowers, you know, I mean, they're real so-and-sos to start. You've been complaining of pains, dear. You must have done something then.
Yes, must have.
How'd you get on with the neighbours, Hilda?
Young couple on the left, never in. Mrs. Taylor opposite. She's lovely.
Were you driving a white BMW, registration J503YWN?
Yeah?
And were you not at the Ackland Street car park at about midday?
I couldn't say for sure what time I got to the car park.
We have CCTV evidence that places you at the car park at around that time.
So what are you asking me for then?
We want to hear your side of the story.
We want to know why you attacked a defenceless old man with a steering lock.
I think that's uncalled for, gentlemen. All the evidence is circumstantial. The video footage only shows my client arriving at the car park.
Yeah, the same car park, where minutes later Mr. Pollock was savagely attacked by a man described as being black, in his mid-30s and driving a white BMW.
There is also an outstanding warrant at Barton Street for an assault. And your client still refuses to tell us where he was at the time Mr. Pollock was attacked.
I'd like some time to confer with Mr. Sutton.
What a terrible thing to happen. You're not safe anywhere these days.
What can you tell us about Mr. and Mrs. Pollock?
Hilda and Roy, they're a lovely couple.
Shame they don't have any children.
He has.
I'm sorry?
A son, by a former marriage. But he lives abroad and Hilda doesn't like to talk about it.
But they don't have any enemies to speak of?
Not that I know of. They have us over for barbecues in the summer, mulled wine in the winter. Everyone knows Hilda and Roy.
So you won't mind keeping a neighbourly eye out for them? Of course not. Thanks, Mrs. Taylor.
Pleasure.
That's blown your theory.
What theory?
I don't know. Whatever theory it is you're working on to try and impress me.
Oh, why would I want to impress you?
So go on then, what is this theory? Roy's son comes back from America or Australia or whatever, attacks his old man and then just disappears into thin air.
The truth is out there. Somewhere.
You're unbelievable.
You fancy a trip to the movies?
Your mate's had the fella banged to rights. I don't know what you want to look at this for.
Because unless he confesses, they haven't got anything. Besides, I'm yet to be convinced it was Roy driving the Volvo.
Why wouldn't he be?
Because if he was driving, he was doing it with a broken wrist.
So what you're saying is if Roy Pollock lied about driving the car...
Then he could well be lying about everything else. Stop there. Damn. You can't see the driver's face.
I could have told you that.
Hang on a minute.
What?
Move forward slowly. Stop it there. Now advance it. Again. Again.
Debbie, you're a genius. A bracelet. Mrs. P was driving the car.
I want my husband arrested.
Your husband?
Christopher Sutton.
Sutton?
Yeah.
I think he's already in custody.
Well, thanks, Sam.
Sarge, you got the keys to the Pollock's Volvo?
Sam's got them front office.
I'm done, Sergeant.
OK. Chris, your wife's in the front office. Got a message to let you know. Apparently she's not best pleased with you. It's all right, though. She doesn't want to see you. She just wants you arrested.
Morris! I'd like to reconsider my options.
Mrs. Sutton?
Yeah?
Would you like to come through? Sarge.
There you go.
Cheers, mate.
You made your move on Debbie, yeah?
And what move would that be?
More chance of winning the lottery, mate.
It's a funny-looking key. What would you say that was for, Sam?
Steering lock?
That's what I thought. Cheers, mate.
Right, take a seat. What's this all about?
I've got an injunction out against my husband.
What for?
To stop him seeing me or my son. He used to hit me. I didn't want him touching Luke, so I went to the courts. And he's not supposed to come within a mile of us.
So what happened?
A mate of mine, she's seen him down Ackland Street with Luke in a burger bar. Now, that's in breach of the court order, and I want him arrested.
Well, we've already arrested him for driving while disqualified and under suspicion of a serious assault.
I don't know anything about that.
When was he seen in the burger bar?
This afternoon, about 12 o'clock.
Right, we need to talk to your friend. Can we have her name and address, please?
Why?
Because she can put your husband in the right place at the right time for this assault.
But he was with my son.
So? He can still commit the offence and take Luke for a burger and chips. But what?
I don't want to grass him up for something else he's already done.
Well, you want to see him prosecuted, don't you? You want to see Luke safe?
Oh, it's not that bad.
Then why are you here, Mrs. Sutton?
Because it's my life, all right? Besides, I've got another bloke, and Chris being around just complicates things.
I see. So are you saying he didn't beat you?
Look, he's in breach of the court order, and I want him done.
Sarge, a quick word.
You sure you won't have a cup?
No, thanks, Hilda. We knock off soon.
Just returning your car keys. But are they your keys, Roy, or Hilda's?
Oh, they're mine. Hilda doesn't drive.
You don't drive, Hilda?
No, I don't.
That's funny, because you can clearly be seen on the car park CCTV.
CCTV?
Closed-circuit television cameras.
Oh,
You were driving, weren't you, Hilda?
I'm in terrible trouble.
Why don't you just tell us?
I didn't want Hilda to get into any trouble.
Well, Roy normally does all of the driving, but because of his wrist, you see, and I never passed my test.
Well, what was so important that you had to drive the car?
My prescription for my nerves.
Couldn't you have asked Mrs. Taylor to run an errand for you?
Oh, I would have been too embarrassed. I mean, nobody knows about my nerves.
We wanted to keep it that way.
Then there's also the matter of this.
I don't understand. Roy?
It's the key to a steering lock, probably the steering lock your husband was attacked with. Now, did you know the attacker, Roy?
Well, when the man came at me, I tried to defend myself, and the steering lock was the first thing that came to hand.
So he took it off you and hit you with it?
Yes.
Have you got the man?
Yeah, hopefully. There's your keys. Yeah, maybe we should stay for tea after all.
I saw him, this old couple that you're on about, but that's it.
What did you see?
The old lady was driving and the bloke was backing her into the space.
She was driving?
Yeah, I remember it because she dinked the back of the car, smashed her lights. I was driving by at the time and I couldn't help but laugh.
Then what?
Then nothing. The old lady gave me a bit of a dirty look, but then again, I don't blame her. I'd be upset too if I'd done my lights.
So why did you run off when we caught up with you?
I'm disqual, aren't I? I'm wanted on warrant for some old rubbish that Linda's accused me of.
The assault at Barton Street?
We've got a custody battle going on. I'm hardly going to get visitation rights to see my son if I'm public enemy number one, am I? And my son means everything to me.
So who did attack Mr. Pollock?
Why didn't you go to the doctor about your wrist, Roy?
I didn't feel the need.
Oh, but if it was hurting so much that you couldn't drive.
I told you, I don't like doctors and hospitals. You learn to fear them at my age. Go in, you might never come out.
Well, that's not the real reason, is it?
You're right, Hilda.
It's my fault. I hit him with a saucepan.
Hilda, don't love.
Roy, about 5 weeks ago, because he dropped a mug of tea on my nice clean carpet.
It was an accident. She didn't mean it.
I never mean it. I never mean to hurt you.
Not the first time, then?
Something just comes over me.
Like a rage?
Yes.
We've been married for 34 years. Happily married.
It's my nerves, you see.
So you take tablets to calm you down?
Yes.
Only you'd run out.
You don't stay together for 34 years unless you're happy.
What happened at the car park, Hilda?
I drove the car because Roy couldn't. We had a little accident.
The brake light?
I just got so angry about it, especially when I saw this coloured chap laughing at me.
Well, that coloured chap, as you call him, is in custody as we speak.
Oh.
He's been questioned about the attack on your husband because of the description you gave us.
Oh.
We never thought you'd catch anybody. We were just trying to...
To what? How far would that have gone, Roy, huh? Until the steering lock came back without his fingerprints on it? Until the case went to court and Hilda here folded under cross-examination? How long were you gonna keep it up? Till he went to prison for a crime he didn't commit?
Hilda, did you attack Roy with a steering lock?
Yes.
I won't press charges. You can't do anything if I don't press charges.
Oh, well, I don't know, Roy. You know, there's wasting police time. There's driving without learner plates, for which I'm giving you a verbal warning, Hilda.
I try to stop. I don't want to get anyone into trouble. I don't want to hurt anyone, let alone my Roy.
She doesn't know, you see. She doesn't know when she does it. It was just a minor argument that got out of hand.
Must really love her.
Who?
What do you mean, who? Roy and Hilda. I mean, I'd prosecute if my wife was trying to bash my brains out on a regular basis.
She was just angry, that's all. Besides, we put them in touch with Relate, haven't we?
You never really believed them, did you?
Does that surprise you?
No. What surprises me is you were never going to get an arrest out of it, yet you still put the time and the effort in. Hilda's hardly public enemy number one.
I'm Italian. I believe in the sanctity of marriage.
Yeah, sure you do. And I believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
Hello? Hello? Sorry.
Oh, are you Maggie Beckett?
Aha. I've just been next door and they said that the house has been shut up like this since last night.
Well, maybe they're going away.
No, we had an arrangement for today. Well, I hope I haven't wasted your time. It's just I can't get any answer.
Let's try around the back.
Alison definitely said to meet her here. Alison? Oh, sorry, Alison Foster.
It's her house, is it?
Yes.
Look, you didn't disturb anybody when you arrived, did you? Only our message said there might have been a break-in.
No. She live on her own, does she?
Yes.
Sarge?
Please wait there.
Mrs. Foster? Mrs. Foster?
Mrs. Foster?
going up upstairs.
Mrs. Foster? Mrs. Foster?
Dave? Can you stay out of the room, please?
What about across the road? Anybody asked over there?
I'll get it checked. Go.
Chef, what have we got?
Place is owned by an Alison Foster.
She the victim?
Probably.
Where is she?
Well, she's either walked from here under her own steam or she's been moved.
Can't see her walking very far, can you?
You checked the hospitals?
No sign of her.
Any prints, Kate?
A few. Mainly on the wine glasses.
A friend of hers reported it. Thought there'd been a break-in, but there's nothing missing as far as we can see.
What is she? Photographer?
Looks like it. There's an old cine projector switched on downstairs. Maybe she was doing something with that when she was attacked.
Forensics finished in here?
Uh-huh.
Look. Is this her?
Yep.
And the bloke?
Husband, Steve Foster.
Rings a bell.
Went down for murder in '82. It was all over the papers at the time.
Is he still in Nick?
Yeah, his wife stood by him, though. She's been running a campaign to get the case reopened.
I phoned her last night, but there was no reply.
What time?
About 11. She doesn't always answer the phone. Maybe she's in her office. She's always got something on the go. Something that helps Steve get out.
You don't think much to this campaign, then?
Oh, it's just the way she keeps herself going, isn't it? But these last few weeks, she's been really on edge. Nervy. Like she's looking over her shoulder the whole time. I don't know what's been going on.
She didn't mention anything?
No. She'd tell me if there was something wrong.
What about men? A boyfriend? Is she seeing someone?
She hasn't looked at another man since Steve was put away. Not seriously, anyway.
So there's no one you can think of? Anyone she might have fallen out with?
Alison's a strong woman. She does sometimes rub people up the wrong way. I don't know anyone who'd want to do that to her.
Sorry, madam, you can't leave the car there.
Helen Shaw Press, what's going on?
We're gonna have to wait for a press statement. Can you move your car, please?
Thing is, I actually know the woman who lives here.
Oh, yeah, really? Right.
I just want to speak to whoever's in charge.
Well, it's not a good time at the moment. Now, can you move the car, please?
You're making a mistake.
Look, you're not going to get any information before the rest of the press. Now, I'm only going to tell you this one more time. Move the car.
So, she's in here, reminiscing, whatever. Then what happens?
Well, there's no forced entry, so she must have let in whoever attacked her.
The window in the back door was smashed in. Maybe there was a struggle. She ran upstairs.
That's Foster. There.
When was this taken?
4th of July, 1982. Same year Foster went down. He murdered some woman he was knocking off.
How come you know so much about it?
There was an article recently in the press. Miscarriage of justice and all that.
Sorry, Gov. Kate wants a word.
Shall I freeze it?
I think you can you?
Turn it off, Liz.
Alison Foster had red hair, did she?
Yeah.
This has been pulled out at the roots. There's blood on it. And we've got plastic from bin liners. We found shreds around the door here and out in the garage.
So what are you saying? She was put into a bin liner and then dragged down here?
Yeah, and her hair got caught on the door runner. Probably made a hole in the plastic bag, too.
What about a car? Presumably she had one.
There's a file, MOT certificates and stuff upstairs, but no car in the garage.
Maybe the car was used to move the body.
Get the details circulated. Sir, you got a minute? Come across this.
Now, the diary section could be very useful. She's made detailed notes of all of her appointments.
Right.
So, there is one appointment listed for yesterday I really think you ought to see.
Anybody we know?
Yeah. DCI Meadows.
Yeah, I worked on the Foster case in '82. I was in on the interview that got him sent down.
So you know about this campaign, then?
Well, every now and then, Alison thinks she's come across a new piece of evidence. Then I get the press breathing down my neck.
Well, conviction's safe, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's been to appeal twice. Basically, she can't come to terms with her husband's guilt.
According to a diary, you met her yesterday for lunch.
She wrote to me last week, said she got something I ought to see.
About the Foster case?
I ignored the letter, but then she kept phoning me at home.
So you met her?
Yeah, I told her if she got any information, she should pass it on to the Home Office. The case is finished as far as we're concerned.
Right.
But she wouldn't listen. She started mouthing off, going on about Foster being fitted up. So I just walked out and left her to it. Are you sure Alison's a victim? Because if you haven't got a body...
Forensics are checking it out. But it looks that way, yeah. So, what do you want me to do about the press?
I'll get onto the area press office. But in the meantime, I don't want anybody mentioning this case outside the station. I don't want the press hanging around here, not until we're ready to make a statement.
There was no sign of any forced entry into the house. The window was broken from the inside.
So she must have known her attacker. She must have let him in.
Or her.
So, what about Foster then, Gov? I mean, somebody ought to go to Nick and tell him.
Tell him what? Don't say anything until we've got something concrete, and the same goes for the press. Let the press office deal with it. So, Maggie Beckett goes round to Alison's this morning at 10:30, yeah?
The neighbours haven't seen anyone else come or go for a couple of days.
Right. Yesterday, she sees the DCI at lunchtime, and she visits her husband at 3 o'clock. What about the rest of the day? Didn't she see anybody else?
Oh, yeah, I've got a note here for the evening. I can't work it out. It's K something or other.
K8, Mario's.
K for Kane. Paul Kane. Used to be Foster's right-hand man. He used to run a big-time operation. Armed robbery, that kind of thing. Every snout in the East End was terrified of him. Couldn't get near him till Foster was done for that murder.
Here you go, 21. What happened to Kane?
Well, he's been keeping a low profile. Might have straightened himself out a bit since then.
You reckon?
Look, what's the problem? All I want to do is speak to Inspector Deakin.
Yeah, well, if you just tell me what it's in connection with.
This isn't press business, OK?
Oh, I see.
Do you treat everybody who comes in here like this? I'm not after an interview, right? All I'm trying to do is give you lot some information. So? Thank you.
Do you know Alison Foster?
Of course I do.
When did you last see her?
You already know the answer to that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. What's going on? OK. I'm not going to say any more. Not until I know what all this is about.
We're simply trying to trace her recent movements.
All right. I had dinner with her last night at Mario's on Water Street.
Do you see each other often?
I used to know her husband. But me and the Fosters, we don't move in the same social circles any longer.
Apart from last night. What was that about? Just a friendly get-together?
She said she wanted to meet up and talk about my statement.
What statement?
The one I gave the police.
Go on.
What?
Don't muck about, Mr. Kane.
4th of July, 1982. I was at a party at Foster and Alison's house. They hadn't long got married. He was already seeing this girl, Kathy Burton. I called round to her flat later that night and found her with a throat cut.
Right.
I also saw someone running from the flat. Someone looked similar to Foster. Similar build and clothes. I told the police it wasn't him, but...
So, how come Alison's so interested in your statement now, after all these years?
How should I know? I told the police what I saw and they used it against him. Should have known better, shouldn't I?
Where did you go to after the restaurant last night?
Home.
Not to her place?
Alison wasn't in a good state of mind. Drinking like a fish. I'd had enough by about 9:30, so I made my excuses and left.
So you didn't go back to her place?
No.
You seen her since?
No. She mentioned she was thinking of taking off somewhere. She said she sometimes does that when things get on top of her. Must be hard, yeah? Your husband in prison for a crime he didn't commit?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Ask your governor, Mr. Meadows. He knows all about it.
Dig up his file, will you? See what he's been up to.
I doubt we'll find much there. We can never pin anything on Kane. He always lets someone else take the rap.
With a bit of luck, his prints are going to be on file. Get the DSE to check them against the ones we found in Alison's dark room.
Gov, there's a journalist called Helen Shaw in the front office.
Get rid of her, will you?
I've tried. She said she's got some information.
Thanks for agreeing to see me. Can't say I'm surprised you've closed ranks a little.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, anything to do with the Foster case must be difficult for Sun Hill. Presumably you do know that Alison was running a campaign to free her husband.
I had heard, yes.
Well, I've been working quite closely with her recently, writing articles, so on.
Really?
I assume that's why everyone seems so jumpy. What with Mr. Meadows running your department. If Foster is innocent, we're looking at a miscarriage of justice, aren't we? Officers' names are going to get dragged through the dirt. Mr. Meadows amongst them.
Right, well, if that's everything you've come to tell me.
Mind if I sit down? Obviously, I don't know exactly what happened to Alison, but I have just spoken to a friend, Maggie Beckett.
I see.
So I know Alison's been attacked, but no body was found in the house, right?
Where's all this going?
Alison gave up on the courts years ago. She's been convinced the only way to clear Foster's name is to investigate the murder herself, to find out who really killed Cathy Burton.
Go on.
Well, I think that's why she's been attacked. She's found out something important. Someone's got wind of it, and she's been silenced.
Good copy.
This was found on my aunt's phone last night.
When was that left?
I don't know. I went out at 6, so sometime after that.
Can I listen to it again?
As far as I'm aware, Alison only knows one Paul. Paul Kane.
Morning, Mr. Glover.
We was just about to knock off. Thought you weren't going to bother.
It's all been done up round here, is that right?
Yeah, that's why they got us down here, clearing up the site. It's a losing battle, though. Kids have started bringing cars down here and burning them out. Well, you know about that. Now, what's the point of doing that?
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving?
Anything from the labs?
Not yet. Kane's prints are taking a bit of tracking down.
Gov.
What's this?
Transcripts from the Foster trial. That journalist was in again. She thought you might find them interesting.
Oh.
So what's all this about, then?
So I tried to tell you last night, Gov, but you'd already gone. Helen Shaw, a journalist. She's passed us some information.
Thought we weren't supposed to be speaking to the press.
Well, like I said, it's nothing new for Alison Foster to think she's found some new evidence.
Right. But the journalist says that the only Paul Alison knows is Paul Kane.
Go on.
Well, we visited him yesterday, and he admitted to going out for a meal with her 2 days ago.
Well, that doesn't mean to say he attacked her.
Well, no, obviously.
I mean, she's on the phone, she hears somebody in the house. She's just been out with Kane, so it's reasonable to assume she could have thought it was him.
Gov, I realise that Shaw might be jumping to conclusions.
She wants a story, Chris. Which is why I wanted our press office to deal with this.
Well, I didn't go looking for her, Gov. She came to me.
Sorry, message from CAD. Uniform have just found Alison Foster's car.
All right, bring it down. Bring it down. That's it.
Some council workers found it about an hour ago, sir.
Gov, what does she want?
Follow me about. Try and get rid of her, will you?
Sir.
George!
Yeah, the car was submerged, sir. Couldn't see the index.
This is her car, isn't it?
Let's go.
Lend us up, will you?
Yep.
Nothing. Cheers.
Yeah. Do you want us to wait for forensics, sir? There's always kids hanging around, and we could do the rounds. See if anyone saw the car being dumped?
Yeah.
Goff, Liz Rawton, we've got a match. The wine glasses in Alison's dark room. Kane's prints are all over them.
Look, I'm just a businessman. Why on earth do you think I'd want to hurt Alison?
All right. Just for the record, when was the last time you saw her?
I told you, 2 nights ago. We had dinner together.
You must have checked with the restaurant by now, Inspector.
Do you arrive separately?
Why?
It's a perfectly reasonable question.
You can answer.
We met in the street.
So she drove?
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship with Alison?
Friends.
Friends. So, after dinner, did you, see her home?
Meaning what, exactly?
Look, you're barking up the wrong tree here. I doubt she slept with anybody much since Foster went to Nick. She drove herself to the restaurant and she drove herself home.
Yesterday you said she was drunk.
Where's all this supposed to be going, Inspector?
All right. I said she shouldn't drive. But she's a headstrong woman. What was I supposed to do?
When was the last time you were at her house?
I don't know. Ages ago. Months. I don't remember.
2 nights ago?
No. No way. Look, this campaign thing. Alison made a lot of enemies, but I'm certainly not one of them. Ask Mr. Meadows. He'll vouch for me.
I'm showing Mr. Kane exhibit KM26, a wine glass. Do you recognise that?
You get glasses like that all over.
Sure. But this one happens to come from Alison Foster's house. And you say you haven't been there for ages, yeah? How come it's got your fingerprints all over it? I've sent that answer machine tape off to the lab to be analysed. If Kane was in the house, it might have picked up his voice.
It's a bit of a long shot, isn't it?
Well, I've got no choice. Even if I can put him in the house, I haven't got a clear motive.
So what about the journalist?
Helen Shaw.
Do you think there's anything in her theory?
Well, the miscarriage of justice stuff. There. Hype.
It's good, because I was beginning to think you had doubts about Foster's conviction. I mean, whatever's happened to Alison, there was nothing wrong with that case. We put the right man away.
Inspector, my client would like to make a statement on the record.
Look, what I said before wasn't right. I did go to Alison's the night she disappeared.
So, why the sudden change of story?
Because, come on, I'm not stupid. You said maybe someone had had a go at her. With my record, I'd be off my head to say I was in her house that night.
But Mr. Kane is now anxious to cooperate fully with your inquiries.
Yeah. Look, over dinner, some of the things she was saying, she was losing it. Getting absolutely obsessed with the Foster thing.
So you drove her home?
Yeah.
In your car?
No, in hers. I left mine where it was and picked it up later. She was feeling sorry for herself. When we got back to the house, she opened up another bottle of wine and I had a glass with her.
Upstairs?
She said she wanted me to see some dark room she was putting together. I thought she wanted me to stay the night. But when we got upstairs, she started going on about Foster again.
What about Foster?
She said she thought she could prove who killed Kathy Burton. She wouldn't say who it was. She was worried I'd take reprisals.
Did you believe her?
Well, anything's possible, isn't it? She'd been obsessed with the murder for years, digging about in all sorts of stuff. She said she was going to go to the papers.
Right.
I told her if she was going to accuse anybody of murder, it could put her in a lot of bother. I told her not to go around shooting her mouth off.
Told her or threatened her?
What are you saying? Come on, there's no way Alison was accusing me.
I hope you have the evidence to back that up, Inspector.
But I'm not making any accusations, Mr. Kane.
This is just like what happened to Foster. You're twisting what I say. Meadows knew Foster was innocent, and he used what I said to put him away.
Come on.
No, you listen to me. I know stuff. If ever it came out, it would ruin people's careers. Now, you lot managed to stitch Foster up, but I'm telling you, you're playing with fire if you think you can do the same to me.
We can place him at the house that night. That's enough to hold him.
So what's the motive? Look, Liz Rawton told me about that journalist.
It's just a newspaper story.
Yeah, but good. What I'm saying is, what if Alison was silenced? Should we just dismiss it?
Liz Rawton.
I tell you what. Why don't you suggest that to the DCI? And while you're about it, tell him he's been accused of putting away an innocent man.
Gov, there's a call for you. Helen Shaw. She's been phoning all morning. Do you want me to get rid of her?
No. Put her through.
What's going on? Hi. I hope this is okay. Seems to make more sense than talking on the phone.
So?
I heard you arrested Kane. What's wrong? Nervous someone's going to see you with me?
Something like that, yeah.
I just think there are some things you need to know. Things Alison told me recently about your Mr. Meadows.
Such as?
Well, to start with, the evidence against Foster.
I'm not interested in Foster.
Aren't you?
You don't seem to understand.
Oh, I understand. You like your boss. You thought Mr. Meadows is a good man. Now you're wondering if he's everything he's cracked up to be.
I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
So I agreed to meet me. I've planted a little seed of doubt in your mind, haven't I? And you don't like it. Well, tough. A man spent years in prison for a crime he didn't commit.
You don't know that.
Whatever you think about Foster, you heard the answer phone tapes. It's possible, just possible, that Alison was attacked because of what she knew, isn't it? But you're not interested in Foster, so I don't suppose you read the trial transcripts that I sent you.
I've read them, yeah.
Then you'll know the evidence against Foster's flawed. Basically, without Kane's testimony, Foster would be a free man.
Kane says his testimony was misrepresented.
That's a lie. When Kathy Boulton was murdered, everybody on that investigating team was convinced Foster had done it. But they were missing that final piece of evidence, until Kane said he'd seen someone running from Kathy Boulton's flat. Meadows had his chance.
Go on.
Kane said he couldn't describe the man in detail, but your Mr. Meadows already had him in the frame for a robbery. Some building society got turned over. That's when he made him an offer.
No way.
Kane miraculously recovered his memory. The description he gave was a dead ringer for Foster.
You can't prove any of this.
No, I can't. But everybody else involved in that robbery went down. Only Kane walked. Think about this, Inspector. The only person we know was at Kathy Boulton's flat that night was Paul Kane. He said he found a body. It's rubbish. I think he killed her. And Foster got done for it. Don't worry. This is off the record, right? Nothing we say will end up in the papers.
Well, no one else has been talking to the press.
So what the hell's all this about, then?
I don't know. I don't know where she got that stuff from. I didn't say anything about reopening the Foster case.
What about Alison Foster's disappearance? I said I didn't want anybody mouthing off about it, so what's it doing all over the papers?
I don't know.
I think you do. I think Helen Shaw is pulling your strings.
There's a couple of things we've got to clear up.
He's been getting a bit too friendly with that journalist, has he? DI never could resist a bit of skirt. CID? Yeah. Right, I'll let him know. Cheers. The lab. We got a result on that answer phone tape. So do you want to give him the good news?
What's going on?
Any information that she gave you?
Yeah, I tried that.
So what's the problem?
Kane. It was his evidence that got Foster put away, wasn't it?
Oh, you got that from a quick glance at the trial transcripts, did you?
Just bear with me a second. What if Helen Shaw's right? And Alison did accuse Kane of murder, and it was true. Kane wouldn't think twice about shutting her up.
Helen Shaw has got you eating out of the palm of her hand.
Oh, come on!
I can't believe you.
Gov, you're not the only person with a press on their back. Every move I make, I'm watched. So please, tell me, what would you like me to do? Ignore a legitimate line of inquiry just because...
If you've got something to say it.
Well, I can't turn away just because you're personally involved, can I?
Kane said he saw Foster running away from Kathy Boulton's flat. He stood up in court of his own free will.
Maybe somebody else should be dealing with this.
There was nothing wrong with that investigation.
I'm not saying there was.
So what are you saying?
People are saying that you did a deal with Kane for his evidence, that you got him off a robbery charge.
Oh, you got that from Helen Shaw, did you?
All I'm saying...
You're saying that I fitted Foster up?
No. Not if you say you didn't.
I'm afraid we can't get an accurate time on when the call was made.
Right. Later on in the tape, she calls out her name.
Yeah.
We've got a suspect. We're just hoping that the tape might have picked up something else.
You're in luck. Now listen to the sound of the door. And this is it, magnified. You have a male suspect, though, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get it any clearer than that, I'm afraid. Anyway, she's Scottish. West Coast accent, I'd say. Ring any bells?
Yeah.
Oh, son. I had a call at work saying my wife's been arrested.
Sam, sit down, please. Look, over there.
What's your wife's name, sir? Maggie Beckett. I don't know what she's been brought down here for or anything.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, you wait here. I'll see what I can find out for you.
So, what time did you go round to Alison's?
I don't know.
You must have some idea. Maggie, I don't want to have to drag this out of you. We know you were at Alison's house the night she was attacked.
I didn't touch her.
No? So why didn't you tell us you'd been round to see her?
I thought... I wasn't thinking straight. I was afraid of what you would think.
Is that right?
7. I got there about 7.
And?
The back door was open. All the lights were on in the house. Like she'd run around turning everything on.
Was she alone?
She was in the dining room on the phone, leaving a message for that reporter woman. She'd been drinking. She'd set up that projector thing she's got. I could see what kind of mood she was in.
Was she expecting you?
No. We'd had a row. A big bust-up. I just went round to try and patch things up.
What was a row about?
Charlie. Your husband. A wee while ago, I asked Charlie to go round and do Alison a favour, sort her garden out. They seemed to get on all right. They always did. Even years ago, when we all used to hang around together.
Go on.
They were having an affair.
You absolutely sure about that?
I confronted Charlie and he told me. He said it didn't mean anything, but... I just wanted to go round there and talk to her about it, but she was too drunk to listen to me. I was mad at her, but I didn't touch her. I just wanted to patch things up because she's my friend.
Mr. Beckett, I'm Detective Inspector Deacon. Would you come through, please?
Yeah, right.
I'll find someone to look after him. Can I have a look at your game?
Okay.
We're holding your wife for questioning.
About what happened to Alison? I thought she'd already told you everything she knew.
Please. Your wife says she visited Alison the night she disappeared.
Did she?
Can you tell me what kind of relationship you had with Alison?
Me? Oh, cool. Maggie's told you about that, has she? Well, look, I did some work for Alison, free of charge, gardening work. So I was round her house quite a bit, and we got a bit too close, that's all. It was nothing, really. Just a fling.
Maggie says she went to Alison's 2 nights ago to sort things out.
I didn't know. I've been very busy at work. I've hardly been at home. Look, Maggie went off her head when I told her. I'm not proud of it, but it only happened once. Alison and me had a bit too much to drink. One thing led to another.
Maggie's understandably upset.
Yeah, sure. But she's overreacting. Taking tranquilizers, God knows what. Oh, look. You don't think... I mean, there's no way Maggie had anything to do with this attack on Alison. No way. She wouldn't hurt anyone.
Maggie said she went round to Alison's at 7, yeah? Well, after that, Alison went out with Kane, so...
Maggie's got a motive.
What, crime of passion? Well, I tell you, if that's what this turns out to be, I'm going to look a right prat in front of the DCI, aren't I?
right, Jack. Listen, this is probably none of my business.
Been reading the papers, have you?
It's all over the Nick, Jack. Look, what's going on? I thought this was long dead and buried.
So did I, but Chris Deacon decided to resurrect it.
What do you mean? All right, Jack. You know where I am if you need me.
Thanks.
Well, the papers would have got hold of it sooner or later.
Maybe.
The press love it. Anything to do with Foster. It's a bigger stick to beat us with.
All the more reason I shouldn't have spoken to them.
Gov, got a Mr. Burton on the phone. Said he's seen the article in the paper and he might have some information.
Burton? Anything to do with Kathy Burton?
Yep. Father.
Come in, please.
Thank you.
I would have come down to the station, but my wife isn't as well as she was, so I thought I'd ask you to come here. I hope you don't mind. It's the police. Detective Inspector Deacon and WDC Rotten.
That's right. Please.
Thank you.
This is why I called. This article in the paper.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid that's just a story, Mr. Burton. We have no plans to reopen the investigation into your daughter's death.
I somehow thought it would be a waste of time calling you out.
And what about Alison Foster going missing? That's not true either.
Well, we're conducting an inquiry at the moment.
Right. Well, I don't know if this is of any use to you at all, but she called here this week, on the day she went missing, according to that. You were at the hospital.
Has Alison been here before?
Oh, years ago, when Kathy was killed, she was here all the time wanting to talk. I wouldn't entertain it.
She feels responsible, I think, for what her husband's done.
But I don't think she can really expect our sympathy, do you?
Well, the murder's made victims of us all.
Can I offer you something? A cup of tea?
No, I'm fine.
No, thank you.
You say that Alison called that afternoon?
About 2-ish.
What did she want?
The same thing as she always does. To talk about Kathy.
And?
You let her in here.
The police kept Kathy's things for forensic testing. After the trial was over, they gave them back to us. We never knew much about what happened after she left home. She didn't bother communicating with us very much.
She was mixed up with the wrong crowd, and that's the truth. She didn't want us knowing what she was getting into.
Do you mind if we, Was there anything that Alison was interested in particular?
Such as?
Well, I don't know. Anything that caught her attention?
The photos. And that box.
What, this one?
She seemed really interested in that. God knows why. Kathy didn't bother a lot with jewellery when she lived at home.
Gov?
There's a chain for that somewhere.
You sure this belonged to Kathy?
Oh, yes, it's engraved. It's there. To CB. With all my love.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Reputation's the most important thing, Jack. Keep your mouth shut, don't rock the boat.
Exactly.
Hey, Alan. Listen, have you thought about taking over this investigation yourself?
The press would have a field day with that, wouldn't they? I'd be accused of a cover-up. You think Chris Deacon would realise how sensitive this is, wouldn't you? Instead of that, he's tittle-tattling with the papers.
Doesn't sound like Chris Deacon. Anyway, I shouldn't worry. They're not going to reopen the Foster case now.
Well, why should they? It's been to appeal twice.
You've got no doubts saying that Foster did kill Kathy Burton?
Not you as well.
I didn't mean it like that.
All right, you can question the evidence. I mean, you always can. And there's always things, aren't there, that... Oh, I don't know.
What?
Nothing. Foster's guilty. Look, I wouldn't say this to anybody else, but you know as well as I do that things back then weren't always done in the same way as they are now.
Sure.
We really wanted to put Foster away. There'd been an incident. A policewoman was shot. It was Foster. But we couldn't pin it on him. And then Kathy Burton got done. It was the same again. It had to be Foster, but the evidence wasn't good enough. That was until Kane came forward.
I don't understand why he'd grass his mate up.
I had him in the frame for a robbery, so I offered him a deal. We'd call off the dogs, he makes a statement.
And?
Look, I've been over and over that investigation 1,000 times, and I'm still convinced that we got the right man. Now, all right, things weren't done by the book, but that doesn't make Foster any the less guilty, does it?
OK. Alison thought she'd found out the real identity of Cathy's killer, so she must have found evidence.
The St. Christopher?
Yeah, but what if it wasn't Cathy's? What if the killer had lost it at the scene?
Well, the initials on the St. Christopher are CB. That's got to be Cathy Byrne.
What about Charlie Beckett? Now, this was filmed before Foster was put away, wasn't it? Maggie said that her and Charlie used to hang around with the Fosters, so they might have known Cathy. There's Kane. There's Maggie in the background.
Cathy Byrne.
There's Charlie Beckett. I remember seeing something yesterday when you and Sergeant Daly were looking at this. There it is.
When did you meet your wife, Mr. Beckett?
I don't know, 1981, something like that.
She and Alison were friends then, were they?
Yeah.
So, presumably, you must have known Foster as well?
I saw him around, yeah. Look, you've asked me down here, which is fine. I'll help in any way I can. But you're frightening the hell out of me. You got Maggie locked up here without any explanation.
We're just trying to eliminate her from our inquiries, Mr. Beckett. Do you wear a St. Christopher?
What's that got to do with anything? I used to wear all kinds of jewellery, chains, earrings, all sorts.
But never a St. Christopher?
Yeah, for a while, yeah.
Can you describe it?
Oh, God, it was years ago.
Well, it was gold, silver?
It was silver. Got it from a shop on the Dorrell Road.
Was there anything distinctive about it? The design or anything?
It was a St. Christopher. You know what they look like.
Was there an inscription?
No.
What happened to it?
Don't know. I haven't seen it for years.
Maybe you lost it.
No.
So you know where it is now, do you?
Well, I'll be around somewhere. It's probably up in the attic with the rest of the rubbish.
Yeah, that's very helpful. OK, I'll make note of that.
Is the DI around?
I think he's doing an interview.
Well, if you see him before I do, tell him I'd like a word, will you?
Gov.
Look, I don't understand why you're interested in Charlie.
We're just gathering as much information as we can, that's all. Did you ever wear a St. Christopher?
No.
Does anyone else you know wear one?
No. Well, Charlie used to have one years ago, but why?
Right, your husband's told us about the St. Christopher, but he can't remember what he's done with it.
What's this got to do with Alison? Look, he lost it years ago. We searched that flat high and low for it.
When was that, roughly?
Before we started living together. 82?
Before Foster was convicted?
Yes, I think so.
The St. Christopher, can you remember what it looked like?
I bought it for him. It was silver, had a little figure on it. It's about the size of an old 10-pence piece.
Was there anything else about it? Anything distinctive?
Look, what's going on? I don't understand.
Please, Mrs. Beckett.
It was a Valentine's present. I had it engraved. I can't remember exactly. Had his initials on it, CB, with all my love, and then the date. Valentine's Day, February, 81.
OK. Now, you told us you visited Alison's on the night she was attacked. Where was your husband?
At work. Look, what's going on? I don't understand why you're interested in Charlie.
You told us they were seeing each other, that they were having an affair. What time did your husband get home from work?
I don't know. I was in bed.
So it must have been late.
I don't know.
Where was he working?
On site. Look, I noticed the next morning his shoes were muddy.
What sort of work does Charlie do, Maggie?
He runs a company. Landscaping, gardening, that kind of thing.
And where was the site that he was working on?
What exactly are you thinking, Inspector?
Just answer the question, please.
St. Luke's. It's a private school. He was working on the pool.
You the caretaker?
Yeah.
It's over here. They should have built an indoor pool, really, but they decided to tart this up instead.
Oh, yeah. OK, you lot, let's have these covers off. Quick as you can.
Sam?
So what's Beckett been doing here?
Well, he's done some landscaping around the pool. Oh, and he's put some flags on the path down there.
Flags?
Yeah.
When was he last here?
A couple of days. Mr. Beckett turned up late to check on things. Ask him. He'll be able to tell you more than me.
You don't think that Kane did it, then?
No, I let him go.
I've just seen Liz Roten. She's been filling me in on what happened. Looks like your journalist friend was right.
The last thing that I wanted to happen here was to make trouble for you. I didn't go looking for this. Things have just dropped in my lap.
Sure.
So I've been thinking. So I'm not saying that this is what happened, but say a deal was done for Kane's evidence.
No, it's all right.
No, let me finish. If a deal was done, nobody's going to hear anything from me. And Kane's not going to talk because his life won't be worth living if Foster ever finds out who got him sent down.
Thanks.
Look, I've got a new suspect downstairs. Do you fancy sitting in on the interview?
Yeah.
Right. You tell me where you were 2 nights ago, Mr. Beckett.
I was at work.
Till late.
I imagine you've already spoken to Maggie about this. And presumably she's been released, has she?
Yes.
So what's happening now, then? We're playing musical chairs, are we?
All right. I'll ask you again.
No, it's okay. I was at work till about 11.
That's a new school?
Yeah. I had to go there late to make sure some work had been completed. And if you don't believe me, talk to the caretaker, because I had to contact him to get access.
Right. Actually, I've got some of my officers taking a look at the site now. I also want to talk to you about your St. Christopher again, Mr. Beckett. Your wife managed to describe it in some detail.
Did she?
She also thought that you lost it during 1982. Did you know a woman called Kathy Boulton?
I knew of her.
Ever go to her flat?
Right, that's it. I'm not answering any more questions. Not without a solicitor.
Sarge!
Mr. Deacon, it's for you. Jeff Daly.
Yep.
Have you finished with the prison, sir?
No.
No, don't bother. Get forensics down there straight away.
Kathy Boulton was the sort of woman you could buy, Inspector. Foster used her whenever he wanted. July the 4th, 1982, there was a party.
She was there.
She was seeing Foster behind Alison's back. That night, she flirted with everyone. Me included. By about midnight, I'd had enough, so I left. And on my way out, I saw Foster with Kathy. He was having a go at her for showing him up. She was upset. So when he'd gone, I offered to take her home.
To her flat?
Yeah, well, she was pissed. Lonely, she said. She knew I wanted to sleep with her. She seemed into it. And whenever I got near her, she didn't want to know.
So you raped her?
She said she wouldn't keep quiet about it.
Did she threaten to go to the police?
No. To Foster. Oh, you don't know what he was capable of. Couldn't take that risk. The wrong man was convicted. You wanted Foster so bad, I got lucky.
Until you were confronted by Alison. That must have come as a hell of a shock after all these years.
I knew Maggie was going round to Alison's to have it out with her about me and her. So after work, I went round there to make sure Alison was okay. She was in the dining room, watching a cine film of the party at Foster's. I just had this feeling that somehow she knew. Then, it's out of the blue, she said, she'd discovered something, but she didn't want to believe it. Well, I said she was being silly, letting her imagination run away with her.
But she didn't believe you.
There was a bit of a struggle. Window got broken. She ran upstairs, locked herself in the dark room. I just wanted to talk to her, but she started to make these threats.
Just like Cathy Burton.
I told her nobody needed to know. Offered to make things right, but she told me she'd had enough. It was over. She was going to go to the police. I was just stood there in the doorway. There was her knife on top of the toolbox. She came at me with it. I managed to wrestle it away from her. It wasn't premeditated. I just had no choice.
Okay, hold on. Quiet. Quiet, please. Thank you. Right, this is just to say we've made an arrest and that Detective Chief Inspector Meadows will be making a statement shortly.
Can't wait. What's happening? Where's Charlie?
Mrs. Becky, would you come with me, please? Good night, then.
Good night.
Thanks very much for coming. Bye. What are you still doing here? What's this?
It's a press statement. Foster's innocent. There'll be an inquiry.
I dare say they will, yeah. What were you in 1982, Jack? DS, was it? Well, you can't be held responsible then, can you? You weren't in charge of the investigation.
What about the Cairn business?
Nothing can be proved. I mean, who knows anything about it?
Well, Chris Deacon's got wind of it, but nobody else knows the details except you.
Well, if I were you, I'd keep it that way. I honestly don't think there's anything for you to worry about, Jack. Mistakes do happen, don't they?
Good afternoon, sir. PC McCann, Sun Hill. Is this your flat? We had a report of a sudden death this afternoon.
Well, I don't think it's a police matter. He just passed out. We did all we could.
Yes, sir. Well, when someone dies suddenly, needs looking into. Mr.
Cheney.
Do you no harm on your application if you can say you spent time with us sussing out the nature of the job?
It's really useful, thanks. I'm keeping my eyes open and my mouth shut. But if I can actually help at all, just say the word.
I'll tell you the truth, Tosh, there is something you can do for us.
What's that then?
Nip down and get the sandwiches. Little shop, second on the left. Mine's cheese and pickle on brown bread.
OK.
That's being on call, Tosh. You've got to stay close to the phone.
All right.
I thought they'd take him in the ambulance. It really is very distressing having him here.
Well, there's no point taking him to the hospital when there's really nothing they can do for him. However, arrangements will be made for his removal once the doctor's been seen. I have the gentleman's name as Len Richards.
That's right.
Can I have his address, please?
35. Elcott Gardens.
Age?
He was 48.
Next of kin?
His wife, Janice.
Can I have your name and address, please?
Do you really need me? I have to be home soon.
You're a witness. I'm afraid we do.
Carol Dutton, 51, Gateside Street.
Right. Were you both with him when he died?
Yes, we were all in here, just having a drink, and Len said he was feeling a bit ill.
He was short of breath. And he had a pain in his chest. He said it was indigestion.
Indigestion, right. So we said he ought to lie down, right, Carol?
Right.
So we helped him into the spare room, tried to get him comfortable.
Loosened his clothes.
Yeah, helped him off with his clothes. And,
He passed out on the bed. I did first aid, and I couldn't find a pulse. So I just tried what I knew.
She couldn't have done any more.
I don't know if I did it right. I just want him back.
48 from 358 receiving.
Go ahead, Gary.
Sarge, reported sudden death, Harlow Street. It's definite. I thought you might want to look.
On way. I'll have the coroner's office informed.
Ah, thought I was going to have to go without you, Tosh. You what? Got a call. All right for tag along? Of course, as long as you behave yourself.
How do the witnesses come across?
Both very shocked and distressed, but there's something very funny about the whole setup.
You saying it's a suspicious death?
I don't know about the death, Sarge. It's how these people relate that's a bit iffy. The dead man and woman live somewhere else, different addresses. They're all supposed to be having a drink together, but there's only 2 glasses. And the woman...
What?
No, she seems really genuine, really in bits about it all. But when it comes to describing what actually happened, the bloke's taking the lead from her all the time.
They're painting a picture.
Well, I say they were definitely giving us a version.
Hi there.
Got a body for me?
Yeah, it's inside.
So you woke up one morning, Tosh, and you realised you weren't going to make Commissioner?
No, as soon as I made GC, I thought, this is it. That's my level. We're not talking frustrated ambition here at all. Not at all.
Well then.
It's not the job of joint, basically. And then you've got to say to yourself at 55, which is no age at all, is it, these days? I'm going to be out of my ear. And what am I qualified as? A security man?
Yeah. At least we can go on until 60 in this job. So if you get a board for coroner's officer, you'll say, I want the job because I'm brassed off with the police.
No, I've got a very positive attitude. I did one of these personality profile tests in a newspaper. And I came out a people person. I think I'm very well suited in dealing with the public when they're stressed and grieving.
Oh, well, Tosh, you're laughing.
Yeah.
The doctor's seen him.
Now, can somebody make arrangements?
Your friend will be moved when the coroner's office has been.
The coroner's officer? This is turning into a 3-ring circus.
It's a legal requirement in the event of a sudden death. I'm sorry if you find that distressing, but it's the way it is.
Can I go now? I'll need to be back with the kids in a little while.
I'm afraid the coroner's officer will have to take evidence from you. And anyway, I would like to get a better picture of the circumstances surrounding Mr. Richard's death.
Oh, he just died. It's bad enough. Why rake over it?
Because unless I can get a clearer picture, I'm going to think that you're concealing something. And then I have to treat this as a suspicious death. That involves a full-scale police investigation.
What?
Right, you told my colleague here that you were having a drink with Mr. Richards when he was taken ill.
That's right.
Champagne. In the early afternoon, were you celebrating something?
Oh, well, we have this little syndicate betting on the horses, and we had an accumulator come up.
Oh, that was lucky. Can you remember the names of the horses?
Len was the betting man. He knew the form. We just followed his selections.
OK, so you were all having a drink together?
I didn't. I was going to be driving.
You told my colleague that you and Mr. Cheney took Len into the bedroom and tried to revive him.
As God's my witness, I did the best I could.
You removed his clothing?
Well, you've got to give him the chance to breathe freely, and you need to get to the bare chest for the heart massage.
Yeah, I understand that, but he was only wearing a shirt. I mean, his jacket and trousers were hung up neatly on a coat hanger. That doesn't seem to me to be what you do in a medical emergency. Gary, would you take Mr. Cheney through to the kitchen, please?
Mr. Cheney?
David Cheney's making this up as he goes along, isn't he?
wasn't even here. Len was alone with me when he passed out. I called Dave on his mobile.
What were the circumstances of Len Richards' death?
Well, that's it. I don't want to say any more.
Can you wait there a minute, please?
Paul Harvey, coroner's officer.
Good afternoon, Mr. Harvey. June Ackland.
This is...
Yes, I know. Do come in.
Hello, June.
The body's through there in the spare bedroom.
Right you are.
Tosh, can I have a quick word?
What?
I haven't flagged this up as a suspicious death. I didn't ask for CID. I'm in charge of the investigation. I'll shout for you lot if and when it's appropriate.
No. I am not official.
Eh?
I'm thinking about putting in for a job at the coroner's officer.
What, are you leaving the police?
Well, I've not actually burnt my boats, but I'm just considering my options. I'm going round with Paul, so I know what I'm talking about if I do go for a board.
Straight up?
Well, yeah, why?
What's this like kind of work experience then?
If you want to put it like that, yeah.
Right. I mean, anything you want to know, Tosh. Don't be too shy to ask.
Bloody hell. Well, don't tell me it's squeamish, Tosh. This one's immaculate. It's like he died happy.
It's not that, Paul. I know this bloke. He's in the job. His name's Len Richards. He was a DC at Barton Street with me years ago. We were in the same football team.
Oh, that many years ago.
This must be a bit of a choker for you, Tosh.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shock, I must say. He was married, he got a little girl. She must be at college now. His wife was a nice woman as well. Janet. No, Janice it was, Janice.
Look, Tosh, perhaps you can do me a favour. I've got a witness who's given me the runaround. A bit of personal information might just work the oracle.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Come on in.
Are you Mrs. Richards? Is your husband Len Richards?
Yes.
I'm afraid I've got some very bad news.
Oh, God.
How long had you known him, Carol?
Well, only a few months, really.
But you knew him very well, I can see that. So will you help us clear up and find out just exactly what did happen here today? Len was a policeman. He'd understand it was necessary.
Yeah, all right.
You told me earlier that David Cheney wasn't here, that he was telling a story.
I hardly know Dave. He's an old mate of Len's. He lets him use this flat during the day.
Let's be quite clear, Carol. Use it for what?
To see me.
You were having an affair?
He loved me. We had a future. We had plans.
Plans?
See, Len's got this place in France. Well, it's just a ruin at the moment. But he's going to... He was going to leave the police and do it up, and we'd live there. He'd let Janice have the house in London.
Carol, you're doing the right thing by getting all this off your chest, but can you tell me what happened today?
He had the champagne on ice, and we took it through to the bedroom. We made love, and I thought, I don't know, I might even have said it. It'll never get better than this. I hope I said it. Afterwards, he was lying there looking so peaceful with his eyes shut. And I said something to him, and he didn't react. I thought he was just winding me up. Then I noticed he wasn't breathing. I checked his pulse. And I've told you all the rest. I did everything I could.
I'm sure you did.
like we're finished here.
What, nothing iffy after all?
Well, nothing illegal.
Well, that's all I need from you, Carol. I realise how difficult this must have been for you, especially given the circumstances. I'd like to thank you for your cooperation.
What happens now?
What I've got from you is the evidence of death. I need to take medical evidence. Obviously, that means talking to Mrs. Richards, finding out whether her husband was seeing a doctor recently, whether he was suffering from any medical condition, whether he was taking any prescription drugs, and so forth.
Will you tell her?
It depends on what she asks.
But if she doesn't ask, there's no need for this to be dragged into the open, is there?
If Len Richards wasn't known to be suffering from any illness, then we'll need to carry out a post-mortem.
Oh, no. I don't want that. I don't want him messed about. Can't you just leave him in peace?
I'm afraid that's not your choice, Carol.
No. She's got him now, hasn't she? I'm right out the game altogether.
What I'm saying is, if the post-mortem were to find that he didn't die of natural causes, then there'd have to be an inquest. And in that case, you'd be called as a witness.
This is a nightmare.
Of course, Paul. It'll be in no one's interest for Janice Richards to know exactly how he died.
Well, if she wants to know exactly, then I'm going to have to tell her.
Yeah, but we've all had occasion to version things in this job, haven't we?
Listen, Tosh, let me make this quite clear. I'm an officer of the Coroner's Court. The Coroner's Court has precedence over all other courts in the country. I'm not going to mislead anybody just to square things up for an old mate of yours.
No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sounded out of order. In fact, he was never a mate. I never really liked the bloke, actually. It was his wife I liked. I felt sorry for her.
Why is that?
Well, Len's always putting about a bit. Carol's the last in a long line if she didn't know it.
Tosh!
Hello, Janice. I'm very sorry about Len.
And you came right away. Oh, it's so good of you, Tosh, after all these years. How did you hear about it?
Actually, I'm working with Paul here. He's the coroner's officer. I'm sort of learning the trade.
Paul Harvey, Mrs. Richards, my sympathies for your loss. Your husband is in the care of the coroner's office at the moment.
Can I see him?
Yes, that can be arranged. First of all, there are some questions I need to put to you.
I thought he just collapsed, didn't he?
Well, that's the information we have, yes, but the coroner's court has to investigate every sudden or unexpected death, and I make the inquiries on the coroner's behalf.
Oh. All right. Well, come in.
Thanks.
Would you like some tea?
Isn't there anyone else here with you, Janet?
My daughter's on her way. The WPC said, did I want a neighbour in, but, well, I'm not that big pals with any of them. And they'll all soon have their noses in my business.
Well, how about me making the tea? Save being a bit of a spare part.
Well, you won't know where anything is, Tosh.
I'm a detective.
So, to the best of your knowledge, Mrs. Richards, was your husband suffering from...
I gave up when it came to the milk jug.
At least you're more use in the kitchen than Len is.
Thanks.
To the best of your knowledge, was your husband suffering from any medical complaints that could have led to his death?
He was the picture of health.
And had you seen a doctor in the last 2 weeks?
No, not for years.
I understand your husband was 48 years old. Can you give me his exact date of birth, please?
48? In his dreams. He was born June the 10th, 1944. He was 53. So near to retirement. That's what's going to be so hard to come to terms with. We had plans.
Plans?
We got this little property in France. We were going to do it up properly. Live there permanently. Silly expression. Live permanently.
In view of the medical evidence, Mrs. Richards, there'll have to be a post-mortem examination on your husband to try to establish the cause of death.
I don't want that.
I don't want him hacked about. Look, he's due some respect.
I understand your feelings, Mrs. Richards. Nobody wants a post-mortem. But you want to make the funeral arrangements, and that can't be done without a death certificate, and that certificate has to show the cause of death. I'm afraid we're all bound by the law, Mrs. Richards.
As you said yourself, Janice, he was the picture of health. Wouldn't it put your mind at rest if you knew what the cause was?
Maybe you're right, Tosh. I'm sorry. Where did he die exactly? The WPC said an ambulance was called and they couldn't do anything to help him, so was he taken to the hospital?
Your husband died at 100 Harlow Street.
What, collapsed in the street outside there?
No, he died inside the house.
On inquiries?
No, it was a social visit.
Harlow Street? Well, what was he doing there?
It's the home of David Cheney.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, now I understand. Those two were inseparable, Len and Dave. Always up to some mischief. Like a couple of school kids. Men.
Well, if there's anything I can do for you, Mrs. Richards, at this very difficult time, please let me know.
Hello, Carol. I heard you wanted to see me.
Yeah. Thing is, I did something a bit silly yesterday.
Well, go on.
Len always wore really smart shirts. Proper double cuffs. He was always very particular about his appearance. I think that says a lot about a man, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, he had these really nice gold cufflinks, nothing flashy. Very tasteful. They were a family heirloom. They belonged to his dad.
All right.
They were on the bedside table when it happened. Well, I know it's a terrible thing to think at a time like that, but just as the ambulance arrived, I thought, we're going to have strangers barging in here and... Well, you do hear stories.
You do, yeah.
I dropped the cufflinks into the ice bucket as I carried it into the lounge. I was just holding on to them for safekeeping.
Well, that's fair enough.
I could say I forgot they were there, but I didn't. When I was talking to you, Mr. Harvey, I thought I should hand these over. But then we were talking about the post-mortem. And I thought, she's got him. She's got everything, and I'm left with nothing. I'm entitled to a keepsake.
But you changed your mind?
It's not right in the end, is it? She ought to... Janice. She ought to have him. Can you deal with that?
Yes, of course. We believe these were Len's.
I gave them to him. Anniversary present.
I've asked you to come in because we now have the verbal report of the findings of the post-mortem. The causes of your husband's death were found to be myocardial fibrosis and coronary occlusion by atheroma. All that means is that your husband died of a heart attack. The condition of his heart means it was quite likely to occur. Could have happened at any time, any place.
I see.
There'll be no need for an inquest. The coroner will issue a death certificate and you can go ahead and make your arrangements.
It's going to take a long time to come to terms with this.
Yes, of course.
I'm still a bit numb. I suppose that's normal. I was flattened yesterday. There's one thing that does make me feel better, though.
What's that?
Knowing there was someone with him at the end. I'm really glad that Dave was with him when Len passed over.
I'm sure that must be a great comfort to you.
I'm sure if it had to be, then the way that it happened was what Len would have wanted.
You've both been very kind. Not an easy job, is it? Dealing with these things day in, day out. I'm sure you'll be very good at it, Tosh.